Hey everyone, it's Brenda Adams with EnoughGimmicks.com, and I was toying around the idea of doing another telecall. I did one a couple months ago on the secret to fat loss programs, which was a ton of fun, and we had lots of people on the call. And over the last few months, I've signed up for lots of different telecalls that people have offered to learn about different topics. And you know what? I haven't shown up for any of them. I just get so busy, and the thought of being on a telecall, I know they're recorded so I can listen to them later, and then I don't get around to listening to them later. And so that prompted a couple things for me. One was reevaluating how I'm spending my time in my life, and the other was maybe doing something a little bit different. So instead of doing a telecall, how about doing a video clip that people can download and watch and learn from, instead of doing a call where people have to be on the phone at a certain time on a certain day. So I just thought we'd play a little bit, see how the video goes, see if you guys like it or not. And so my topic for this video is related to my experience with these different teleseminars. And so they were topics I was really interested in. They were topics that I think had a lot of value, and I still didn't make time to actually participate and listen and learn. And so I find that from time to time that happens in my life, and I need to sort of sit down and think about where I'm spending my time, and is that the best place to spend my time? Is that giving me a sense of fulfillment and achievement? All those sorts of things. And so I thought maybe today's video we could touch on that a little bit more. And so one of my favorite analogies when you're looking at having balance in your life is the whole idea of you've got a jar or a bucket, you've got some big rocks, some gravel, and some sand. And so if you've heard this analogy before, this is going to be a really good reminder for you, because it is really easy for us to forget something that really is so simple. And so the way that the analogy goes is you have this bucket, or you have this glass jar, whatever it happens to be for you. And when you look at the rocks and the gravel and the sand, what most people do is they put the sand in their bucket first. And so the sand is all the busy work in our life. But it's busy work that's not very fulfilling, and it doesn't really improve the quality of our life. So it's things like spending maybe a little too much time on Facebook, a little too much time on Twitter, could be watching TV, could be engaging in conversations with friends that just aren't meaningful for you anymore. So sand is sort of where we're spending our time, where it's not really fulfilling us and it's not moving our life in the direction that we want it to go. That's what most people put in their bucket first, is they fill it full of sand. The other thing that goes in our bucket is gravel. And gravel is, the way that I look at gravel, it's the stuff that we have to do that we may not necessarily enjoy, but in order for us to have a good quality of life, we need to do. So doing the laundry, cooking, paying our bills, going to work, for some people it's going to be gravel. So gravel is the stuff that we need to do that may or may not in the moment feel like it's fulfilling or that it's enjoyable. But if we don't do it, that pile of laundry, waking up in the morning and not having a clean pair of socks, is going to start to impact the quality of your life. So the gravel is the things we need to do that we may or may not enjoy. And so lots of people put the sand in first, then they put in the gravel, and then they have the big rocks. And the big rocks, the cool thing about the big rocks are the things in your life that are so precious to you. They're so terribly important. So these could be things like spending time with your family, spending time outdoors, reading, painting, journaling, sitting on your deck with a cup of coffee, just watching the sunrise. Whatever it is, it's those things that really fill you up, and it's those things that you really, really look forward to doing. And when you miss them, if you miss an opportunity to do one of your big rocks, typically there's a lot of disappointment and there might be resentment. And so the big rocks are often what people put into their bucket last. And when they go in last, there's often no room for them. Your bucket's full of sand and full of gravel, and when you try and get those big rocks in, time with your family, time with your friends, maybe just some reflective time on your own, there's no room. And so what I want to encourage you to do, and this is sort of where the analogy leaves us, is to start by putting your big rocks in your bucket first. So those things that are really, really important to you, put those things in your schedule first. whatever they happen to be. Then we've got all the gravel. So yeah, that's the day-to-day stuff that we need to do. And then you can put in the sand. So whatever time is left over, that's your social media time, that's your TV time, that's just mindless entertainment time, whatever that happens to be for you. So we need to flip how we put things in the bucket. So big rocks first, then the necessity of daily living, and then we put in sort of the fluffy sand stuff that's just the entertainment piece. So I hope that this helps. If you're not sure what your big rocks are, a couple places you can look. Again, what are the things that are really fulfilling for you? When you do them, you feel energized, you feel alive. You know, if there's something in your life that you're feeling really disappointed about, chances are there's probably a big rock in there that got missed. So if you're really looking forward to going camping for the weekend and you didn't get to go and you're feeling really, really disappointed, there's probably something about camping that's a big rock for you. So it could be spending time outdoors, it could be spending time with your friends, it could be unplugging from technology, lots of different things that it could possibly be. So if you're not sure what your big rocks are, take a look at the things that fill you up, take a look at the things that disappoint you when you don't get to do them, and that'll give you a little bit of insight into what that piece is all about. So if you liked the video today, I'd love to hear some of your comments about what your thoughts are, maybe some things that you were reminded of, maybe things that were new ideas for you. And if you'd like to be in the loop when I do more telecalls or I do more videos, just go to enoughgimmicks.com and sign up right there, and just need your name and your email address, and you'll be added to my newsletter list, and that's where I keep everyone in the loop in terms of free telecalls and webinars and things like that. And for signing up, you'll also get a free copy of my best-selling ebook, Enough Gimmicks Get Fit Wherever You Are. So it's a really simple, straightforward, to the point home exercise program. It's got tons of pictures. It's really easy to follow. And so if you're sort of looking at ways to try and fit physical activity into your bucket, the book is a really, really great place for you to start, because it gives you some really simple strategies on how to fit that into what is probably a very busy and hectic life. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. We'll see you soon.